Hello Dream Life creators, welcome to my channel. Today, we will discuss lessons I learnt from studying billionaires. I will also debunk some of wealth myths that are perpetuated out there, which keeps people stuck and broke, while others feel demotivated to even try to work on their ideas. Myth number 1, becoming rich is a matter of luck. The average mind thinks that becoming rich is a matter of luck. The truth is, the more you work, the luckier you become. The more you work, the more you put yourself in a higher probability of winning. To demonstrate this point, let's use an example of two individuals. Let's call one David and the other Nicholas. Both David and Nicholas have a small garden. David takes one seed and plant it in his garden. On the other hand, Nicholas plants several seeds, giving them as much attention as David is giving to his plant. Between David and Nicholas, who do you think has the highest probability in having a great harvest? It's the same thing that happens with our ideas. Many people pick up an idea. It could be a booming business. They don't take time to study the business. They just take out a loan or their savings and start the business. Consequently, they face challenges and soon, they give up. On the other hand, high achievers take time to study the ideas before they put money in. They give it their all, and if it doesn't work, they move on to the next idea, taking with them the knowledge and the experience they got from the first one. In business, no one is guaranteed smooth sail, but if you keep doing something long enough, you become better at it with time. You become smarter in your decisions, and your mind gets programmed to work for you, and with you, other than fighting against you. The people who are wealthy today, who found success in a certain business. The possibility is, it wasn't their first business. They had started some other businesses before, got the lessons they needed and went ahead to build a successful business. Average mind think that the people who are rich today either came from wealth, while others think they had to screw someone else to get ahead. I don't deny that some of the wealthy individuals today had money injected to their startup by family members. But have you ever thought the effort these people put in to grow their business? Richard Branson Capital came from his dad, but it's because of his effort and perseverance that Virgin Atlantic grew to what it is today. Don't let average thinking keep you from working on your idea. Many of the people who are wealthy today started off small. They started their business in their garage, others in their kitchen, while others in their parents' basement. It's not where your money to start comes from that determines your success, but the effort you are willing to put in for the idea to grow. The common traits that you find in all wealthy individuals is their work ethic, their effort, consistency, the willingness to do anything and everything. Their fighting spirit of when they fall, they get back up. Continuous learning and upgrading of their knowledge. A great mindset and being in it for the long run. Where most people quit when it gets tough. Wealthy people keep going, long before everyone else had quitted. Circumstances may knock them down, they dust themselves up, stand back again and keep going. They look for solutions and implement them, while the average person stays down looking for pity, because they were hit. The next time you are tempted to disqualify yourself because of a situation that may have happened to you, ask yourself, did I come this far to only come this far? Will I let this failure define me? If others have gone through this and found a way out, doesn't it mean there is a way out for me too? If someone who had declared bankrupt could turn things around and become a billionaire. If someone who was homeless and on food stamp could turn their life around and become a billionaire. If an immigrant could come to the country, barely speaking the language, with just one suitcase and become wealthy. Why can't I? They found a solution. It can only mean a solution to turn things around does exist. An idea to make billions exist. It's up for grabs for everyone who is willing to go all in, to give up the excuses, and do whatever it takes to make it successful. So the question is, would you rather be on the journey, figuring things out step by step, or would you rather be seated somewhere on the sideline, feeling desperate and lost? Remember, Everyone fails sometimes, the one seed they had planted drying. But it's in planting many more that increases your probability in having a great harvest. Put effort on your idea and be consistent. Hang on it long enough to see it flourish. It's not where the money to start came from, or how you get to start, but the effort you put into the idea that counts. 2. Average person focus on scarcity. Billionaires focuses on opportunities. When I was broke, I used to hear people talk about opportunities, especially rich people. I could hear them say, there are opportunities to make money everywhere, and I couldn't help but wonder, what are these people talking about? Where are these opportunities that they keep mentioning? When I got into self-development, my mind shifted. Where I used to always think negative, feel fearful and worried, I began to be optimistic. I began to entertain thoughts of, things could turn around for me. There was hope for me to turn things around. Where I only thought that money was scarce and hard to come by, I began to program my mind that opportunities to make money are everywhere. Soon thereafter, I began spotting opportunities. Money began to flow to me easily and freely. That's when I understood. Our mind blocks or open us to new horizon, depending on what we are focused on. If you focus on scarcity, the mind creates circumstances for you to experience scarcity. Meaning, it blocks you from recognizing abundance and opportunities. Not because they are not there, but because it's not what you seek and are aware of. You only experience life in the lens of your own perception. You never experience greater than your thinking. You never achieve greater than your own thoughts. Your thoughts opens you up or closes you. Self-development opened my mind to what's possible and to so many opportunities. In fact, I had to set boundaries within myself to only focus on one or two and make them work. Billionaires think differently. Billionaires do things differently. What you think causes how you do things. How you do things determines the results that you get. If you started a business with negative thoughts, thoughts of business fail within a few months. Money is hard to come by. You are not good enough to offer the services that you are offering. Guess what shows up for you? You experience struggle in your business, going through hell just to make a little bit of money. You experience people telling you that your services are not good. And all these happens because they were first formulated in the mind, and the world reflected it in the physical. The world is just a reflection of what you have in the mind. People and circumstances show up to reflect what you are thinking and focusing on. If you desire to get rich, the very first thing you have to do is to rewire your thinking. Studying billionaires showed me the power of our mind. What we focus and dwell in becomes our reality. 3. Billionaires are razor-focused on their goals, while average person get distracted by everything. Billionaires chooses what they give attention to. If you want to achieve something worthwhile, learn to focus. Learn to zone in on one thing and work on it until it materializes. One of the most amazing quality I found when studying billionaires was, when they desire to create something, they give it their all. Most of the time you find that they would go to a secluded, peaceful place, away from everyone else. Or they would put no disturb notice for a few hours every day and work on their ideas. This kind of focus, while starving all distraction, helps one tap into the creative flow, where there is ocean of ideas. You can only hear yourself think when your mind is quiet. But also, you can recognize good ideas when you are not distracted. You will never build something worthwhile if you find it hard to focus. And when your attention is scattered all over. Ideas require focus. Dreams and goals require focus. If you want to become wealthy, learn to focus on one thing, giving it your all, until it materializes. Wealth requires you to go all in or you don't bother with it. 4. Billionaires are positive thinkers. Like I said in the previous point, You will never find a successful person in any area of life, whether in business, sports, entertainment, medicine, or research, dwelling on negativity and victimhood. You never find a successful business owner dwelling on the challenges they are facing. Instead, you find them with their team, brainstorming for possible solutions. When a high-achiever athlete fails, they go back to train harder. You never heard of footballers quit playing football just because they lost a game. You don't hear companies that launched a product and was found to have a defect quitting and saying, "Well, we did our best. It's time to call it quit and go do something else." Instead, they go back to planning and work out a new, improved plan. Not only does positive thinking and being optimistic help you to be hopeful and feel motivated, it also helps you to access your creative part of the mind that helps you bring out amazing ideas that others call extraordinary. 5. Positive self-talk. You will never meet a high achiever who talks lowly about themselves, whether jokingly or on a serious note. How you view and talk about yourself determines how everyone sees you. It all starts with you. Then the world mirrors it. You never hear a successful person addressing themselves as a loser, even after they have lost money. They don't define themselves by seasons or situations. In fact, most of the time, they hype themselves up in such a way that makes average mind feel uncomfortable. An example of this is Muhammad Ali saying he is the best in the world, and went to become so. The Rock, at the beginning of his career, saying he is Hollywood favorite, and he went ahead to achieve the same. Coaches and motivational speakers saying they are the best in the world. Musicians singing about owning cars, gold items, mansion, and being surrounded by beautiful women, while none of it is true yet in the physical. All this is done intentionally. What you call yourself, you become. Many people don't understand. Words have power. When you speak words and add emotions to it, creation happens. The mind doesn't differentiate what is being lived in the mind only and what is lived in the physical. If you give it focus and attention, it becomes your reality. Our thoughts creates our life. If you are thinking it and talking about it, then the mind takes it as a command to create more of it. So, next time you are tempted to call yourself something negative, ask yourself, what commands am I giving my mind to create for me? 6. Wealthy people take their health seriously. If you seek to create wealth in your life, you will have to take your health seriously. Whatever you put in your body, not only does it affect your physical body, but also the mind. What you eat drains you or gives you energy. How you treat your body determine whether you will have enough energy to go for your dreams or not. Thinking requires energy, and so is taking action. Make it a point to eat healthy, exercise, and think uplifting thoughts. Go out for a walk and inhale fresh air as you appreciate nature and the beauty that surrounds you. Make it a point to take some time off and relax your mind. Don't go through life just doing things. Your business will not collapse if you don't attend to it for a day. But your body can collapse if you don't give it enough rest. The body is the vehicle that we use to take us from one point to another, whether in physical, mental, financially, or emotionally. Make it a priority to be the healthiest you can be, and your journey to riches will be halfway achieved. 7. Billionaires learn to be in control of their emotions. You rarely find a high achiever rushing out. Most of them have cultivated the act of being calm and being decisive. When most people are panicking about a situation, you find them calm, to an extent that some people call them cold. These people have taken time to work on their triggers. What triggers an average mind rarely moves a high achiever. Being in control of your emotions, not only does it help you make better decisions in crisis, but it also helps you establish control and reset quickly. Many people, when something unprecedented happens, especially a negative situation, it makes them stuck. While others stay longer in a situation that could have been solved quickly, if they were in control of their emotions. Billionaires understands. What controls your emotions controls your life. What is in charge of your emotions is in charge of your life. And what triggers you own you. Point 8. Values their time. If you seek to build something worthwhile, learn to manage and value your time. When I was broke, I used to say to myself, I don't have time to learn, nor start and operate a business. I already got a job, who else has time to do anything else? It wasn't until I made a commitment to myself to change my life that things shifted. I found myself organizing my time. I created alarms and reminders all day. I got rid of things that took my time, while adding no value to my life. As a result, I created time for my business, studying and hobbies that I had wanted to pursue for a long time. I did not get extra hours from the usual 24 hours of the day. I just managed my 24 hours better and got more things done. If you want to get rich, start by recognizing where you spend your time, how long you spend doing something, and ask yourself, does this thing that is taking my time add any value to me? Does it bring me closer to my dreams, or does it move me farther away? You will never achieve something new, thinking and doing things the same way you have always done. Have priorities in mind. Learn to write things down and set time for them. Stop leaving your dreams to chance, thinking you will work on your idea when you get time. You don't get time, you create time for what is important. If you seek to make more money, create time for your goals. Give up excuses of, you already have much to do. If building a successful business is your priority, then you will find time to work on that business. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, remember to comment your video takeaways. Also like, share and subscribe. See you on the next video.